Going to continue our classes below our participation. Private sector contributes only 36.4% of the total national R&D expenditure. Private sector contributes more than 50% of the most developed countries. Okay. Next, we have the lack of skilled researchers. The number of the researchers per million populations in India is 260 to 32% only, consistently increasing. But in a category compared to the other countries like USA and China, below inequality of research with limited translation into applications by industry. This leads to high brain drain from India. Way ahead, more innovation is required, which is critical to geopolitical, economic, and military dominance. In the modern world, research and education are the determining factors in the rise and fall of the great powers. International collaborations on R&D with the focus on investment infrastructure and human capital can enhance India's global standing. Tibet-China disputes. US Congress passed a promoting as resolution to the Tibet-China Disputes Act. It states that US policy that the dispute between the Tibet and China must be resolved in accordance with the international law, including the UN Charter, by peaceful means through dialogue without a preconditions. It also supports the Dalai Lama's middle way approach and Tibet should remain part of the People's Republic of China, but Tibet should have meaningful autonomy. About Tibet-China dispute, following a brief military conflict between China and the Tibet at the start of the 20th century, the Tibet declared itself as independent nations in 1912 and it functioned as an autonomous region until the 1951. Following the brief military conflicts between China and the Tibet at the start of the 20th century, Tibet declared itself as independent nations in 1912 and functioned as an autonomous region until 1951. The Dalai Lama's representative signed a 17-point agreement that granted China sovereignty over Tibet at the first time. China's claim this document is a proof of Chinese sovereignty over Tibet, while Tibet says that it was coerced into signing the document. Okay, next we have the India's Sino Tibet. Okay, in India granted asylum to Dalai after a failed surprise in 2003. Government of India recognizes Tibet Autonomous Region as part of the People's Republic of China. Following the signing of the declarations of principles of relations and comprehensive cooperation with India and China, Jan Aushadhi Kendra inaugurated in Mauritius, India's first overseas Jan Aushadhi Kendra inaugurated in Mauritius. This initiative exemplifies deepening relations between India and littoral island nations of Indian Ocean region. IOR Indian Ocean countries comprises of 36 littoral and 10 interland countries. Such importance of IOR's littoral and island nations for India. Strategic location is proximity to sea lanes of communications like Malacca Strait are crucial for global trade, preventing privacy and ensuring maritime security. 80% of India's external trade and 80% of the energy trade happens through IOR. A vision of regional leadership, IOR is emerging as the new theatre for geopolitical competition within global levels. Example, United States of America, France, etc. Hence, it is crucial for pursuing India's vision of energy security provider while also containing the rising footprint of China. Blue economy. Oil fisheries in IOR supplies about 15% of the world's first catch. FAI 2025 IOR is also important for sustainable deep sea mining. Climate security. Indian Ocean has warmed faster than any other ocean since 1950s. IPCC report 2021. Rapid population growth and rising climate resources requires a collective action for preventing human vulnerability and regional insecurity. Next, we have the India's initiatives. Okay, India Information Fusion Center, Indian Fusion Region, IFC, IOR, hosted by Indian Navy to further maritime security and IOR, and the humanitarian assistant disaster HDF access Maitri operations Karuna etc. Indian Navy's operation initiative Mahasagar maritime heads for active scrutiny and growth for all in the region. Like Sagar doctrines and neighborhood first policy. Okay, next we have what social economic digital public infrastructure, that is DPI. Okay, why there is a report of India C20 task force. DPI was released by India C20 task force on public digital public infrastructure for economic transformation, financial inclusion, development. About the report, the task force was established in 2008 under India C20 president to facilitate priorities on DPI and financial inclusion and supplements efforts towards the inauguration of DPI globally. Okay, report defines STP DPI and applies the three-part framework for global DPI investments. What is global DPI? It is a set of shared systems that should be secure and interoperable, can be built on open standards and specifications to deliver and provide equitable access to public and or private services such as social care and loan by applicable legal framework and enabling rules to drive development, inclusion, innovations, trust and competition aspect of human rights and fundamental freedoms. What is not DPI? We provide which is complementary to DPI. Example, factory infrastructure, details, access to mobile and physical not enable private innovations. Example is licensing, physical access process to query government protocol. 5 major DPIs categories within the within and across sectors. Okay, verifiable identity and it's just verifiable ID and accessing pre-profile data of people, entities, and objects. Example, national ID number, Nigeria, DNI, Peru, etc. Okay, data sharing credentials and knowledge sharing data history, profile, and attributes peer-to-peer or publicly. Okay, examples in S digital signatures and forms, assuring that data agreements came with the permissions from source. Example, and others is like discovery and fulfillment, assessing goods and services via open protocols, APIs. Examples, India's open network for digital commerce, OIDs, okay, making financial transaction with case. Okay, example, Brazil speaks Singapore, example, Singapore's PNO, etc. PMH. Okay, next we have the significance of the accelerated development. It has a high multiplier on one of the example of this DPI. They achieve a less than a decade of financial inclusion level that would have otherwise taken 5 decades. Get 5% innovations by reducing transaction costs, maintaining operations through interoperability and attracting private capital. Okay, example, phone basically fintech company growth of $12 billion is largely due to DBA. Okay, inclusive development DBA, inclusively available, enables vulnerable groups such as physically remote populations, okay, women, SMEs, or etc. Okay, to access services, helping cross intergroup disparities. Example, number of bank accounts opened in India tripled from 47.2 million in 2015 to 508.27 million in 2003, in which women own 55% of these accounts. Okay, effective public service delivery. Example, DPA enable effective FX and benefits transfer across several central government schemes, leading to 41 billion US dollar savings in their resilient. Example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, countries worldwide were able to leverage digital vaccination certification empowers individuals by protecting the individuals with economic mobility and key digital rights such as the control over their money and data. Co-author facilitate highlights DPA significance fiscally and its use of a mix of public and private financing enables maintaining control over critical national infrastructure. About India's DPA, India's stack is a India's one foundational DPA consists of 3 interconnected layers: identity layer, of example, other eKYC, etc. Payment layer, example, UPI, other payment bridge, etc. And add-ons layer, example, digital logger account aggregator, etc. India's digital public infrastructure 116.7 crore mobile subscribers, common service centers, okay, mobile Umang, okay, 983 services on Umang, okay, 5.7 lakh CSS functions, volume of UPI transaction that is cash revenue that is 199.9 lakh crore, okay, 139.7 crores others generated, okay, 39.6 crore users on digital locker operator, 1 lakh kilometer optical cable have laid, okay, as per economics global efforts for DPA. Digital economy working group DEWG first consensus on DPA approach was formally accepted by countries on any international forum. Over 147 alliance, some country initiative proposed by G20 India presidency aimed at to build capacity and provide technical assistance and adequate funding support for implementing DPI in low and middle income countries. The global DPI repository GDPIR announced the launch of the G20 Virtual Leaders Summit in 2020 to establish a focused institutions working on DPI. Okay, Social Impact Fund, okay, was also announced for accelerated DPI implementation across global South Asia. EU Trade and Technology Council CTC India and the European Union agreed to take steps to accelerate development and deployment of the DPI in other countries. Challenges for global advancement of DPI, okay, funding and resource allocation, digital divide and accessibility, developing appropriate policies and regulations, okay, data privacy and security concerns, okay, cultural and social acceptance, okay, 3 pillars of DPA each, okay, technology design, interoperable and unified, not uniform, minimalist building blocks rather than full solutions, federated, evolvable and configurable, people first and inclusive, privacy and security by design, enabling public-private partnership, innovations, governance reaches legal regulations, real institutional mandates, like a new institutional categories, share contract arrangements, obligations, and programmatic reverse structure, okay, market gap participation, open access and to facilitate healthy competition, guard against unfair practices, okay, way for adopting 3 pillar DPA approach suggested by the report, a comprehensive and phased approach informed by in-depth research and analysis of the global digital infrastructure landscape, support of and use of recording use managed services models can be explored to allow countries to plug and play in order to deploy certain DPA which to ensuring countries sovereignty and ownership, okay, creating dialogue and alignment through an annual deploy forum to share the experience while with the deploying DPA. Countries of the global south may come together to establish global south forum to discuss and deliberate matters on DPI, particularly on the needs and requirements bilateral and multilateral engagements among countries, okay, to jointly offer to deploy DPI with the recipient country focus institutions to work on policy dimensions, formulations and implementations of strategies with appropriate technical and academic expertise, leverage AI for making DPI more effective and efficient. AI example, I can help overcome the challenge of limited data availability in Indian languages by enabling languages localization using India's Brazilian and natural language programs, NLP model, and an angel tax by the university. In 2018 budget 2024-25, government has announced to abolish the angel tax for all classes of universities to boost the Honorable Spirit as a foreign nations. Moreover, there is the Department of Promotion of Industry and Development, DPI, and the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has recommended ahead budget abolish angel tax. Okay, actually also a similar recommendations was made by the Confederations of Indian Industry CII by the angel tax definition. The first income tax that the government imposes on funding raised by the utilized as companies or startups in their valuation exceeds the company's fair market price. Okay, for instance, if the fair market value of the startup share is rupees 10 apiece and in subsequent funding round they offer to an investor of 4 rupees 20, then the difference of rupees 10 would be taxed as income. Okay, it was introduced in 2020 to curb money laundering and tax evasion. Legal portions was levied under section 56(2) VIB of the Income Tax Act 1969 coverage available applied only to local investors with the budget 2024 widen the ambit of include foreign investments with some expectations. So you know that I'm fair market value FMW. Fair market value is price and there an asset would sell for under market conditions, assuming that both the buyer and the seller are seeking the best possible price. Okay, key sources of funding for startups, venture capitalists, capital, private equity, angels, fund invest in young and fledgling startups. Venture capital fund, including angel fund, is considered as alternative investments for AIFs as pool private funds for investment in startups and other companies. They have been categorized into 3 classes. Category 1 includes venture capital funds, including angel funds, social venture funds, infrastructure funds, etc. Category 2 includes funds which does not fall into Category 1 and Category 3 and does not undertake leverages. This includes debt funds, etc. Category 3 employs diverse or complex trading strategies are employed to employ leverage. Okay, this category includes hedge funds, etc. Venture capitalists may manage pooled funds from the institutional investors and invest in large sums. Okay, model large sums. They typically invest in startups that have already demonstrated market tractions, have a validated business model and an area ready to scale. They seek large ownership stakes which would in turn give them more influence over strategic decisions. Angel investors they typically invest their personal funds in smaller amounts in an early stage when the founder is trying to get his or her venture off the ground. Okay, now that a unicorn is a startup company who rather raised a value of $1 billion US. Curvers flipping it involves Indian companies initially established overseas, strategically repatriating their legal headquarters back to their home country, example PhonePe or Grow, etc. Okay, what is why angel tax has been improves ease of doing business. Okay, angel tax imposed an additional financial and compliance burden on startups, thus affecting their growth potential as well as ease of doing business. Getting the promote of preference for startups, so that is streamlining investment in the startups industry. Over 60% decline in funding in terms of value in 2023, role in increasing the valuation of startups. Okay, that is also important in imposition of angel tax on foreign investors, reduce opportunity for funding. One investor played a key role in the increasing the valuation of startups. Okay, for instance, Tiger global foreign investors in India has invested in over a third of the startups that have turned unicorn, which are valued at least $1 billion US. Concerns related with abolishing angel tax abolitions will primarily affect the revenue of the government. Okay, additionally, there is issue and there is an issue that startups can be used to launder money or shell startups can be created. Okay, what more can be done to improve the financial ecosystems of the startups? Okay. Standing Committee on Finance which is report financing the support efforts in the government following is scaling up unique and expanding the small industries development bank of India. SIDBI funds or funds to help disperse more funds to startups. The SIDBI fund of funds is a fund that invests in other funds such as AIFs. AIFs and should be allowed to list on capital markets to access a permanent source of capital. Expansions of success for FCASA foreign venture capital investors. FCVCA shall allow to invest in all the sectors part of foreign direct investment. FDI is allowed. Okay, mobilization of domestic institutional funds and major banks should be allowed to invest in float fund or funds and who allowed to invest in category of 3 or AIFs. Calculation evaluation of an angel tax will promote fund availability of bonus in order to ensure that money laundering and tax evasion do not take place. Government can emphasize on registrations of actual investors and discourse of beneficial ownership for private equity or venture capitalists or angel companies will have been plugging in the potential abuse. Canada Bank startups status of startups in India. The third largest startups ecosystem in the world. Okay, 1 lakh plus recognized startups. Okay, 100 plus startups have achieved the status of unicorn. Geek economy engineers recently Karnataka government published the draft Karnataka platform based geek focus social security and welfare bill. That is more about the welfare board provides the establishment of welfare board at a state level by securing welfare of gig workers. Okay, establishment of welfare fund consists of welfare free and levied on transactions between worker and aggregator or on overall turnover or company and contributions from union and state governments. Rights applies to bill. Okay, it seeks to protect the rights to give gig workers and places obligations on aggregations in retail relations to social security, occupational health and safety of workers. Okay, other features provide safeguards against unfair dismissals, 2-level grievance redressal mechanisms, and more transparency with regards to automated monitoring and decision making systems deployed by platforms. Currently, Rajasthan only states have legislation for welfare of gig workers issues with the disclosure of algorithm monitoring and providing reasons for terminations can impact as of doing business. Okay, will does not address issues of minimum wages or working hours for gig workers. Welfare board model provides for some welfare schemes for gig workers, but it does not replace institutional social security benefits. Example, provide fund gratuity or maternity benefits. Unlike the core social security tools and CGCs, which defines and regulates both gig workers and platform workers separately, which regulates only subset of platforms-based gig workers. Okay, data bank gig workers in India, 7.7 million workers engaged in gig economy, 2.6% non-cultural workers or 1.5% of all workers, 23.5 million gig workers by 2019-2020. Okay, gig workers as per the code of social security 2020 means a person who performs work or participates in a work arrangement and earns from such activities outside of traditional employer-employee relationship. Okay, next we have the broadly classified into two categories: platform-based whose work is based on online software, apps, or digital products. Example, delivery workers as well as non-platform based like casual wage workers in conventional sectors working part-time or full-time. Example, domestic workers, delivery drivers of growth. Okay, technological advancements, urbanization, the rising middle-class consumption demands, shifts in consumer preference towards the on-demand services and desire to greater work-life balance among workers. Okay, next we have the benefits of gig workers. Okay, benefits of workers: flexible working hours with a remote working opportunity. Autonomy can work for two or more companies as freelancer. Cost effectiveness due to reduce employers' cost and overhead cost. Okay, diversifying into new services areas. Example, leverage in India, ability to scale quickly based on demand. Okay, benefits of employees. Okay, benefits of consumer: cheaper goods and services, greater convenience through personalized services or products. Okay, challenges for gig workers: little device access to internet services and technology can be restrictive for workers or workers. Okay, data protections of fact decisions made by the platform companies on how to collect, store, and share personal data of workers impact right privacy of workers. Okay, next we have the lacking employee status has resulted in several consequences. Of example, inability to form units to represent their interests, exploitative contracts, etc. Okay, uncertain nature of the lack of job security, irregularity of wages, and uncertain employment with status of workers. Okay, lack of social protections workers, lack of safeguards such as health insurance, employees provident fund, etc. Algorithmic management workers face stress due to the pressures resulting from algorithmic management practices and performance evaluations on the basis of rating. Steps taken for gig economy in India. Government Social Security 2019 provides for extensions of social security benefits of gig workers as well. Government Wages 2019 provides for universal minimum wage and for wage across organized and unorganized sector, which includes gig workers. Okay, next we have the e-Shram portal, which is a national database of unorganized workers, including gig workers. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana (PMSBA). Eligible registered organized workers, including gig workers, are entitled to get benefited of an accidental insurance cover of rupees 2.2 lakhs per year. Okay, the Center for Labour Studies, National Law School of India, University NLS UIC Bangalore has been engaged for assistance in framing of a new scheme for the gig and platform workers as well as workers in the unorganized sector. A memorandum of understanding MOU has been signed by the Employees Provident Fund Organization (CPO) with the NLS UIK for proper estimations of gig workers. That is example by having separate enumeration exercises. Okay, catalyze platformization, introducing platform India initiatives, innovative startup India. This platform can help itself forward individuals to sell their produce to wider markets in towns and cities, like ferrying of passengers for hire, etc. Accelerate financial inclusion, institutional credit to vulnerable section through financial products specifically designed to platform workers by leveraging fintech industry. Okay, next we have enhancing social inclusion digital economy by enabling different sections of workers. Example, women workers and PWDs to take up employment opportunity in platform through skill development, access to finance, etc. Skill development for platform users, pursue outcome-based platform-led models of skilling and job creation. The integrated employment and skill development models such as the e-Shram and National Career Service Model or Udyam portal with the SE portal, like universal social security coverage by extending social security measures in partnership mode versus envisaged in code as a security code. Okay, for social security includes paid sick leave, occupational disease and work accident insurance, retirement or pension plans, and other contingency benefits, etc. Tripartite dialogue between governments, platforms, unions, and ABMOs or on labor issues and worker well-being in platform economy. Do you know employees and business membership organizations ABMOs? It helps to create the condition for enterprise success by influencing environment in a shared business and by providing services that improve the individual performance. Transformation and forward by this. India welcomed its first cargo ship and is newly built semi-automated transshipment port in International Transshipment Deep Water Multipurpose Seaport Kerala. Okay, more than the port is owned by the government of Kerala. It is designed primarily to carry to container transshipment besides a multi-purpose and break bulk cargo. A port has been developed in landlord port model with a private partnership component on a design, build, finance, operate and transfer reappear for the basis. Under the landlord model, for other access regulated body, while port operations are carried out by the private companies. Connects we have Union port locations. Connects we have the transshipment port. It is a transit hub where cargo from one ship is transferred to another on the way of its final destinations. Includes railroads, etc. A small practice process of cargo are loaded on a bigger ship which is able to travel distant ports of other countries. Connects we have the India, a strategic location just 10 nautical miles from the international shipping route connecting Europe, Asian Gulf and Far East. National average with a raft of 18 meters curvy linear coast irrigates tsunami impacts while ports positioning results in only mild erosion minimizing maintenance cost. Transshipment hub it is strategically poised to emerge as a transshipment hub that can consolidate and transfer Indian regional origin cargo to mainland vessels at lower cost and competitive significance of India as a transshipment hub. Okay, revenue generation. Okay, transshipment hub is has potential to curb revenue losses for major ports that is 200 to 200 million US dollars. In transshipment handling, currently nearly 75% of the India's transshipment cargo is handled at ports outside India. Reduced logistic cost will help lowering logistic and shipping costs by increasing efficiency. Average turnaround time for Indian ports declined from 4.3 days, that is 2.21 days, which is still need improvement. A global median ship turnaround time was 1.04 days in 2022. Stimulating economic growth, port will significantly result in savings of foreign exchange reserves, attracting foreign direct investments and increased trade. Growth of allied business will take place around example ship repair, warehousing, bunkering, etc. Self-reliance with increasing Chinese influence in port infrastructure in Indian Ocean as part of the Belt and Road Initiative. Dependence on foreign ports is a potential national security challenging integration with the global value chain. Poor shipping connectivity was hindered India's integrations in the global value chain. India's share of world trade is only is about 2%. Given a turnaround time, it represents the time required for a ship to unload its cargo, load new cargo, and perform necessary operations. Issues in development of the transshipment port. Insufficient natural depth. Major Indian ports like Mumbai, Chennai, Mangalore, and Tricon have natural depths of only 10 to 40 meters. A good transshipment hub requires 20-meter depth. Distance from international shipping lines. Example, our major ports in eastern and western coast are at a distance from major international shipping lines. Labor issues. Major Indian ports are bogged with frequent labor strikes, congestions, inefficiency, and lower productivity as their respective ports. This is often disparity in skill levels required for advanced port operation versus available workforce. Next, we have the other issues: securing funding, land acquisition delays, logistics and connectivity inefficiencies, competition from foreign ports, etc. Colombo, Dubai, Singapore, Jebel Ali, and Port Penang, etc. Steps taken: Maritime Ambedkar Vision 2047 outlines a comprehensive plan to transform India's maritime sector. The key initiatives includes and repair drafts increasing in draft depths of 18 to 23 kilometers meters to accommodate larger vessels and improve handling capabilities. Transshipment hub. Developing a major transshipment hub to capture a large share of the global shipping traffic. Next, we have the reducing vessel charge, implementing measures to lower vessel related charges to make port operations more cost effective. Private sector participation, boosting private sector involvement through projects in the PM Grid Shakti, NMB, and asset monetization. New international container ship, train and terminal development at Galatia Bay in Great Nicobar Island off Andaman Nicobar and Villarpadam in Cochin and Shipurake. Tariff guidance provides flexibility of fixing markets and determine tariff to triple B operations, thereby creating a healthy competition leading to a rationalization of logistical cost of for infrastructure investment by implementing the modern cargo handling. Techniques for increased capacity at existing ports, especially for dry cargo, public-private partnership projects. Taxes should be rationalized to attract foreign shipping companies, and a single window system should be set up for approving triple B projects. Skill development initiatives launched targeted training program to upskill local workforce, establishing centers for coastal and inland maritime technology in collaboration with IITs or NIDs or IIMs to provide opportunities, applied research and development. Competing with international ports. Identify key areas for differentiations of the cost of efficacy, turnaround time, and customer service to position Indian ports favorably. Prepare coastal zone management for CZMB ports may be permitted to prepare CZMB, taking into consideration future construction requirements based on earlier environmental clearance issues. India structural transformation. Why the IMF released a working paper titled Advancing India's Structural Transformation and Capital Technology for the year. More on this paper takes stock in India's growth and suggests structural reforms that can help in accelerate growth in India. India experienced robust economic growth over the past few decades, averaging over 6% of the real GDP growth since 2000. However, this growth has not translated heavily across all sectors. Structural transformation, transition of an economy from low productivity and labor-intensive economic activities to higher productivity and skill-intensive activities. Indicators of structural transformation from agricultural resources or labor, capital, and technology in income in economy has shifted out to the low productivity primary activities. Example, agriculture into mono higher productivity sectors. Example, services sectoral distribution. It means a high share of manufacturing and services sectors in the economy. It is typically measured through employment distributions, value-added distributions, and final consumption expenditure distributions. Capital accumulation of physical and human capital, and changes and compositions of demand, productions, employment, and trade. Migrations are real to urban migrations underpinned by rural and urban development. Demographic transition from high suburbs and that's common in underdeveloped and rural areas to low suburbs and that's common in developed and urban areas. Okay, next we have the data bank. Okay, 30.1% was unemployment rate was calendar year 32.3% contribution of the contribution of service sector in total employment, that is while contributing 55% to total economy, 54.7% to 7.7% and 70.7% is contribution to gross value added GVA of tertiary, secondary and primary sector respectively. 23.9% of contribution of the industry to total workforce in 2021. Okay, next we have the sector stats of India structural transformation. Structural transformation or change in output share of agriculture and allied activities in output declined from 42% in to 50% in 2019 to 1972 1973. Okay, share of agriculture. Okay, sharing of industry constituting of mining, construction, manufacturing, and utilities rose from 24% in 1973 25.9% share of industry. Share of services output from 35.35 in 1972 55.3 in financial 20. Structural changes in employment. Share of agriculture in employment declined angular 73.9% to 42%. Okay, share of industry in employment rose from 11.3% to 24.4%. Okay, consumption share of services employment increases significantly from 14.8% to 30.7%. of informal sector between 1983 and 1990. The share of the non-farm in employment rose academic what the majority of such jobs were of the informal or urbanization. India's urbanization rapidly by 2036 is shown as cities will come home to 600 million people or 40% of the population, up from the 31% in 2011 and 2020. Okay, in 1971. Okay, steps taken for structural reforms. Secondly, tax reforms, goods and services tax and corporate tax rationalization for fostering competitiveness, addressing rising inequality and promoting sustainable economic growth. Professional and incentivize schemes to attract investments in key sectors and cutting edge technology, building economies of scale in manufacturing sector. Insolvency and bankruptcy code IBC to improve the credit culture and resource allocation mechanism. Okay, labor reforms for policy to enhance ease of doing business in country, employment creation and output of workers. Expansion of countries' digital infrastructure where net India's stack reduces cost of doing business, mobilizes economy supply for financial inclusion and create a new business opportunities. Next we have the uneven tax adoption by industry service and underperformed, overperformed manufacturing catch up to technological frontier. A crisis of no skill jobs. Construction has also become an important employer with over 12% of workers into the low productive manufacturing growth has remained sluggish. Over half of all workers remain in low productivity jobs in agriculture, construction and trade. Labor in 2019-2020 manufacturing and services was over 4.5 times more productive than agriculture. Paper estimates that India seeks at least 143 to 324 million jobs slots, growing population by 2050. Key policy recommendations strengthening education and skilling, improving quality of education and providing vocational training can help workers transition to a higher productivity sectors. India's labor force still has a fewer years of formal education than peers, and quality of its education remains low. ASCR 2003 advanced labor market force working with the states to loosen restrictive employment protection legislation would be essential to further enhance labor market flexibility, fostering trade integration, enhancing trade policies. Examples, signing bilateral trade agreements, improving tariff and non-tariff restrictions so interface with global markets, removing red tape, simplifying operations and reducing bureaucratic hurdles can be spur private sector growth, leading to more job creation. Continuing to public investment hub. Okay, push stronger physical public infrastructure with India's world-class digital public infrastructure will help increasing productivity of private sector. Others strengthening a social safety net, facilitating access to credit for small and medium enterprises, etc. Okay, next we have the space economy by the news. In the budget 2024-25, it has been announced that a venture have 500 rupees 1,000 crore will be set up to promote space economy in the country. More this ventures capital fund will provide advance to the space tech startups and small to medium-sized enterprises in different stages of its cycle according to the requirement. It will supplement initiatives like seed fund scheme launched by the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center in Space in 2023. Okay, need for setting up a venture capital fund. Okay, ensuring availability of no-cost capital, increasing India's share in the global commercial space economy to 10% by 2030. That is currently it stands at 2%. Okay, space sector is a capital intensive nothing but a domain. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you.